This might get complicated, but today we're going to talk about all of the loose ends that need to be tied up in the MCU. And we're going to start with White Vision. Where did he run off to? Did he go back to Sword? Did he go to Sword in space with Nick Fury? And what is going on with that? What are your thoughts in the comments? Let me know on each of these loose ends where you think we'll see them again. And let's go to number 2, which is, of course, Monica Rambeau, who we'll see again in the Marvels. But for right now, she has been taken off into space by a Skrull friend of her mother's, and that should be very interesting to see where they take that storyline. After being betrayed by her country, she has completely infiltrated the U.S. government after Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV show. Where will she be next, and what does this mean for her character? Is she good, bad, or in the middle? And what is Valentina up to? Recruiting John Walker when she knows he's clearly unstable? Just so that we can finally get the Thunderbolts team together? And on that subject, Abomination will be in She-Hulk, so we'll see where his storyline goes from there. And of course, I'm going to be talking more about this, but Kang in the TVA, and this is clearly a Ruthless Kang to be taking over and being downright outright just completely about himself. This shows in the fact that he created a statue of himself and didn't try to mask the fact that he was the leader. You know, kind of like how He Who Remains did with Timekeepers. So yeah, we're going to be getting a pretty ruthless Kang in Loki Season 2, and I can't wait to see what happens there. It should definitely be an interesting one, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about it. A big theory I have is that the 10 rings were created by an Eternal, and that would mean that the beacon that we see at the end of Shang-Chi is actually a celestial beacon, which it should be very interesting and very cool to kind of go through and unpack as we get closer to finding out more about the Celestials, the Eternals, and what happened at the end of Eternals and where Arishem took them and how this all connects. With that being said, what happened? Where did Arishem take the Eternals? What is going on with them? This should be a very interesting storyline, and I can't wait to see if we're going to get an Eternals 2 or if they're going to be part of a team-up movie. We know that not all of them lasted and made it through the Eternals movie, so it should be very interesting to see where that all goes. Last but not least is Venom the symbiote, not Eddie Brock, being in the MCU. And how that might all tie into She-Hulk, because don't these two places look pretty much the same, or pretty darn close? And while we're on the subject of Spider-Man, we can't forget that Matt Gargan is still a loose end from Phase 3 that has not been tied up from Spider-Man Homecoming.